Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. We are here by the Temple of Baal, and up here there is Confront the Elder Brain, face the Elder Brain as our next thing to do on our main quest line. Now there are a few other things we could do. Free the artist, I never found them, don't know what that was about. Don't know how this hag situation resolves, and I don't know that I'm ever going to find the rest of Dribbles' body parts. Arabella, we haven't seen in camp, even though it says that she should be there at some point. And then Will doesn't have any consequences for his actions, and Gale is to claim the crown for himself or seize it and give it back to Mistra. So really, unless I just want to spend more time gallivanting around the city, there's not too much left to do. I am going to utilize fast travel here, just because otherwise we'll be walking back and forth for ages. So, back at the lower city, are there any buildings that we really obviously have missed? I don't know what this is. We could go check it out, I suppose. So, north-northwest. What is this building?
Let's see what this does. For Logir's fireworks. Once it's lit, you commit.
How did I miss this place? Robin Derricksworth? Nope, this guy. Avery Sonshall.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
What do you have for trade?
Very good. Browse responsibly now.
Okay, Arrow of Roaring Thunders we're familiar with. Pop Drakes. Send a small rocket at a foe, blasting the target and inflicting colour spray. Smoke Powder Arrows. Squidgins. Send a small rocket at a foe, blasting the target, inflicting colour spray. So a lot of that, and various dyes. Do I need that, though? Am I ever going to actually use it? I might use that. I might use that. Otherwise, I think I'm okay.
Remember, and if it's not a firework...
There is a hatch under this building, as is basically tradition. A reinforced metal door. What on earth are they doing upstairs? How incredibly intriguing.
I want to have a word.
Employees only past this point.
Pipes are looking a little rusted.
Yeah, but I really want to know what's upstairs. Okay, before we long rest, because we know we're going to long rest before the finale, Gale, greater invisibility for Astarion. Astarion.
With haste.
No, god damn it.
Employees.
Are we at temperature yet?
Are we at temperature yet?
Steady at the mark.
Let's crack it open.
Thank you.
Gonna need to change our sparrow soon.
Alright, I need to get past here faster. Why has that person got -5 attitude on Astarion?
For maintenance.
What is this place? And why am I here?
On a critical pipe. Not critical. Just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Oh god, what have I walked into? Right, what is this?
Maintaining temperature.
Blast
Steady at the
mines?
mark.
Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Loads of really high-level people.
Good. All fingers intact.
Smoke powder, blast mines.
Fine.
But no chests. No obvious loot. This crane is supposedly lifting up stuff from there. I don't have a Misty Step. I do now. Okay.
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you
No idea what is going on with that building or if there's more
scheduling for maintenance?
to be found for that, but I'm not going to go sticking my nose around explosives when I don't need to.
Breaks. Won't
Put it that way. Still, nice to know another building. There's this one, this one. God, there's so much. We never did get to the north of Baldur's Gate. Is it ever intended that we can? Oh my god.
The Elder Brain triggered the transformation. Was it deliberate or accidental?
It's starting. Oof. Bad day for them. I wonder how many of them across the city there might be now. Oh, they're so naked. Okay. Flying out to here. Bopping them on their head. And Astarion finishes the job. Nice work. I do like how the guards use spells and tactics that are designed to slow people down. Lots of ensnaring and stuff is very cool.
Can't give up. Not now. Moving.
We're not gonna give up. Is Gale going to be able to contribute to this? It won't take much.
It shall be done.
No, I can't shoot his foot. That is a lot of stunnage.
The brain is breaking free. We must discover where it is hidden before that happens.
On my way.
What happens if I walk over here? This just is a complete no-go, huh? Alright then, well, now I know, at the very least.
Open up.
Should get some rest. I need to keep sharp.
Here's hoping those clanky
Okay, right.
watches go the same way as Gordon.
What are we doing? Were there any other buildings to check? What is this one on our immediate left?
Here we go.
Elarathin Residence. I mean, it's not a crime, so how bad can it be?
Easy.
Letter to Rion. Rion, we have had no further word from the High Harper since she gathered her forces and struck out east. Harpers. Is this a druid's place?
Let's see.
Looks very druidy, doesn't it?
That's curious.
Insert item. I have no idea what I would pin in there. Disappearances, final warning, detailed report. Balcony on the other side, or another way out.
Let's hope for gold.
I wonder if this is like a quest for druids or something. Although we didn't really have a sorcerer-specific quest, did we? Cute hammock. Alright. Not much to do in there. House of Grief. Lady Janeth's estate. What did we find? What did we find?
Everything, despite everything. Moving ahead.
A loose plank. Unsent sending. A short note marked up for professional sending. A magic message of 25 words. No, I don't know what to do, so come back and tell me or come find me. Death will not protect you, idiot. No idea what is going on there. What about what's directly to my right now? Directly east of our position.
Let's see.
The Glitter Gala.
I should speak up.
That might be worth it.
Drab attire? Or, if you are the practical sort, I also stock enchanted stones. They're almost as magical as myself.
So we have someone... Didn't Astarion have, like, yeah, a heap of stones we can get rid of? Alright, that's fine. You said enchanted stones, but it's more just regular stones, is it? All looks pretty regular to me.
Remember.
Upstairs for music. Is it musical instruments upstairs? Yes. Yes, it is. And Thomas C. Quirkius. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not here to ruin somebody else's livelihood. But I'm so impressed that I've spent so much time in this city and there's still so many corners that completely passed me by, you know? Alright, take me over here. Any more people transforming? No?
Look, Mama, look. It's so pretty.
Bone Cloak's Apothecary is those guys, yes. Alright, Elf Song Tavern, one last time, perhaps. We need a long rest and to make sure all of our potions and elixirs are as best divided as they can be before we get ourselves into... Like, I have no idea if I go and it's one big combat and it's over, or what. Complete mystery to me. But only this time, because once this time's done, we'll know for next time. And like, there could be a handful of quests just in this tavern that I could have had for speaking to people, but I never did. It just goes on and on and on. Right. Will always wants to chat. Shadowheart's parents are there. Dame Aelin, should I have a conversation with you before this all kicks off?
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
What is it?
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Seluna, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch.
I have defeated Lorikhan, the wizard who sought to hunt you down.
I am not surprised. You have a great talent for tearing down Dame Aelin's enemies. Thank you, my friend. From the bottom of my heart.
All right, then. End of the day. Then, if nothing else has changed around the gaff, Will still wants to chat. Yenna is here. Go to bed. Split those. Full rest, and then it's going to be check spell scrolls, supplies, materials, armor, all of that stuff.
Tried a bag of holding.
I'm amazed we haven't just had a bag of holding this whole time. The fact that that hasn't been available to us shocks me. Also, any more of these that we should take before we get going? Invest a creature with power that heals it when it attacks, but also makes it vulnerable to all damage. Conjure a volatile shield around yourself or an ally, granting the target 10 temporary hit points. Gobble up a foe's intellect, lowering their intelligence by 1 per turn and healing you wounds for 5 turns. Displace a beast we've already got. Once per turn, when you make an attack roll, the attack reduces the target's corresponding ability by 1. Sure, we'll do that. Creatures suffer falling damage because of your actions, take additional damage. Create a point of intense gravity that pulls all nearby enemies and possibly produces slow. I'll take that. Repulsor, push stuff back. Cull the weak. Mind Blast we have. When you bring a creature down to fewer hit points than your number of evolved illithid powers, it dies. That could be interesting in crowds. Alright. Plenty of that. This. Am I happy with who is equipped with what? And is there anything that I want to take along with us? Because really, we don't want to take everything else with us if we don't have to. Maybe some of these necklaces might be worthwhile. But to know what's really good or not, I'm really kind of just hoping everything is good enough. Like, I've never used this light crossbow before. But heavy crossbows are not the thing we need. Alright, I'm going to do some admin and then we will get back to it. Alright, I did a little admin, but I'm entirely overwhelmed by the amount of stuff we have. Let me just open this, because I do not need to take the Sword of Chaos with me. Are there any rings or anything that would be really, really useful? It's a great question. Like, a lot of this stuff... Well, there's just so much of it for a start. Dominate Person might be a nice spell to have an extra copy of. Although we're fighting a brain, so who knows how effective that will actually be. Cannot be blinded. The wielder has a +2 bonus to saving throws against spells. But what helmet would we get rid of on who for that, you know?
You have my attention.
+2 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls is just too good, you know? We're still wearing these. I don't know if that's going to be a problem for us at the end, but, you know. Largely, I think we are equipped with reasonably good stuff. I've given Astarion these two.
My faith protects me.
Shadowheart has Sylvian's Spear of Night and Monte Mal, whatever that's called. Deadshot, improving our criticals, is incredibly important, and it's +2. I think we are just going to drop a save here, save the game. 104 hours. Beginning of end. Right, things to do. Gale.
My magic.
Mage armor. Who's got a scroll of mage armor for Gale? We get a free one.
Your desire.
Gale. Because that way we save first level spell slot. Then...
What to do?
Can we fast travel from here? We can. I guess. Let's talk to Will in case he wants to speak about the death of Orin. Or whether it's just Will being very needy.
Baal's chosen has been bled. May her torment be tenfold of that which she inflicted.
Yep. And my love?
That's Orin dealt with. Good riddance. Now that we have her netherstone, we're one big step closer to finishing this. Once and for all.
Cool. Right, Gale.
At the ready.
Spell selection for the day. This is crucial. We don't need to prepare mage armor. I think invisibility can go. Probably greater invisibility as well. Those ones are great even if we can only cast them once. We have one 6th level spell slot. So I do want Globe of Invulnerability for a very specific reason we may get to later. Dethrone. Shred a foe's very essence by pulling on strands of the weave. Con save. Oh, that's one that you could only get once per long rest. 10d6 plus 20 damage. Dethrone. Spell is not prepared. Same with those two. What's the difference between this and this? I guess this makes all creatures inside invulnerable. 2 more to select. What choices to make? Because we only get maybe... I mean, we get 3 castings of 6th level spell slots between Arcane Battery, Spell Slot Restoration, and our 6th level spell slot. So that's something to keep in mind. So those 3 are top level. We don't have very much in our 2nd level spell slots for using wisely. But then there's not a lot in 2nd level spell slots that's really, really good. Is there? Down at the bottom. Nothing there that we need. Telekinesis. Dethrone. 10d6 plus 20. 8d6. Circle of Death. Flesh to Stone. Create Undead. Raise a corpse as a heinous mummy that fights by your side. Wall of Ice. Arcane Gate. Disintegrate. 10d6 plus 40 on a dex save. But that's very save or suck. Eye Bite. Concentration. I'm so floundering. Let's take that for 5th level. We'll try that also at high level. Shadowheart.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Your spell selections. You and everyone around can't be poisoned, diseased, or frightened. Your HP increases and you make wisdom saves with advantage until long rest. It's probably worth doing, isn't it? And we only get 1 6th level spell slot. So what do we get at lower? Bane Binding, Insect Plague, Greater Restoration. Might be worth having in a pinch. Freedom of Movement, Death Ward, Banishment. For 1 turn on Save or Suck, probably not. And we don't have many spells, do we? Really? Harm is massive, but again, we get 1 6th level spell slot. Alright, we'll go with that. I don't love it, but it is what it is. We have Mage Armor, Gale,
Salutations.
See Invisibility, and Third Eye Dark Vision.
Adventure awaits.
Then we are going to fast travel to the Temple of Baal. Here we are. No summons in place. There's something else here that we haven't seen, I think. Although there was a lot of, like, this random shanty town of stones and crooked bits and pieces. How much of this is actually of any interest to us? Well, there's a chest there. Maybe that's of interest to me in this very late stage. I did group and evenly split our healing potions between everybody. That seemed very important to do. Somebody has 1 extra of those now. Right, which way was our way out of here? Up here, I'm guessing. Right, I want to take a bunch of elixirs and stuff when the time is right. Is this where we want to be going? It looks like it. I don't know if we're going to have to fight all those cranium rats that were over there earlier. Could be a minor problem if we do. Oh, a 20 on our portents is incredible. To be able to guarantee a crit like that at some point, perhaps?
No one back home will ever believe this. Can't slow down.
So, here's the underwater docks. There's all the cranium rats. Are we getting in that tiny boat? Is that the plan? We have about 40 potions of animal speaking. So we'll see if these guys have any wisdom.
What's up for discussion?
Very little. Evading the Elder Brain. The Emperor, as interrogated by Gortash Part 3. Gortash, when we captured you, you were a rogue, an autonomous illithid beyond the power of the Elder Brain that transformed you. That is correct. When we brought you back into the psionic ambit of our hovering friend the Absolute, your defenses were overwhelmed and you returned to your former servile state. Also correct. How did you escape the control of the Elder Brain in the first place? In my original humanoid form, I possessed an exceptionally strong personality. So much, even after ceramorphosis, I was still substantially myself. Of course, I concluded this beneath a semblance of perfect servitude. And that's why the Elder Brain was willing to send you out of the colony on scouting missions? Yes, as I told you before. How long did you feign mental slavery before you were able to escape? 13 3/4 years. Until finally you were given a mission to Baldur's Gate, distant enough to be out of the Elder Brain's control. That is correct. Remarkable, that is correct. And you don't mind we've brought you back under psionic control? I am entirely devoted to the needs of our Elder Brain and its masters. Oh god. You're not lying about that, right? Correct, that would be impossible. That's a bad sign. Anything else for us here? A wooden chest over there. I will peep it. Oh, there's a teleportation circle here as well. An ice arrow and some gold. Because, you know, at this stage, what we need is more gold. I have no idea how quickly we're going to get into anything really dramatic here. Are you sure you want to go to the Morphic Pool? There is no turning back. I guess so. I guess we're going.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
And a loading screen. I don't even want to... Excuse me. I don't even want to, like, pause and see what I'm going to miss. Elves, dwarves, half-elves, orcs, gnomes, and tieflings have dark vision. Good knowledge. Good knowledge, that. That doesn't look good. Oh dear. when you remember that Lucy can fly, but, you know, instead she swims. No.
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Oh my.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
Fire wine barrels.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Not something I'm gonna make use of here. 150 gold, yes. Give it to me. Goods delivered upstairs. Terrazol, 6 pouches, Dramist, vials, Tyvan, toxin, basilisk oil, blah, 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 blah. Traps? No traps. Nice to haves. Ah, an intellect devourer. Been a while.
Waiting. Preparing. Calculating. Evolving.
Affected entity is slowed by the Netherbrain's psyche-shattering might.
That was worse than anything it's done before. Its strength is unimaginable.
Must be close if it's hitting that hard.
Right, so we came in from the east. We can go north or south. We cannot fast travel from this location. Lucy can fly over here.
Something over there.
This must be really good for it to warrant being given to us at this very late stage. If it's like 25 gold and a potion of healing. Malice. Target must succeed a constitution saving throw or become blinded and poisoned. Personal note. I don't know why I'm always the one being sent to smuggle goods into High Hall. I value my neck just as much as everyone else here, and those traps are just as dangerous as the day they were installed. It's only fair that I get a danger bonus for this work, so if you find this cash, it's because I'm keeping it here for my retirement. You can keep your gold ingot, sir. Another headless corpse. Do we go that way? Do we go this way? Nobody knows. Maybe we're supposed to be following the mind intellect devourer.
What's hiding here?
A bunch of scorched intellect devourers. Where is the brain? Does it have it on the map? No. Alright, let's go find a safer way to cross all of this, please.
Let's have a look.
Oh, hello.
Don't touch me.
Well, for a start, if you guys would actually follow where we're going, that would be great.
Let's get on with it.
Shadowheart, stop being a grumpus. I knew you could make it up there.
There is work to do.
Careful, I might. I'll just help myself.
Do.
Don't linger.
Okay. This way.
Dominated. Controlled.
Can I see what the check we're making is on that? DC 20. Woof. That's rough. Alright, I presume these are some brine pools of some size or another. Just a little ledge because they could, I guess. Not everything has to lead to a big secret or something. It's the same. Oh. Where, Astarion?
What a day.
What did you perceive? I don't know, and I hate it. Oh. That's the trap. Okay. How do we do this most efficiently?
What's the plan?
Right. I wanted Shadowheart to be close enough to that one there that Astarion could sneak attack it, but I've kind of blown that option up. I could black hole, get them all into one space. It's actually a very interesting option. What can we do to be the most deadly? Gale being over here on his own is unideal. Because I just don't want to use my own spell slots yet.
Let's spill some blood.
Tell you what, an arrow of many targets would be great if I have one. Let's not crit on that though. Alright, the big one died. Happy with that.
Need to stay focused.
I'm hoping for a lot of that. I know we don't have a lot of our scrolls, but we must have something we can use here. That's great. It means they're not attacking this turn. Gale is in cozy company. Shadowheart. That one there. It is going to try an attack of opportunity. But I think that's okay. 2d4 plus 4 damage. How about no? Why won't you jump? What is going on? That's unideal. Okay. More things are spawning.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
We have disadvantage, I assume, because this thing is right next to us. What am I not using? Flourish. Go away. Right, now I can sneak attack without having disadvantage imposed on me. Shadowheart lost concentration, which is terrible news.
No choice but to keep going.
What can we do down here? Must have something we can do. Phase Optimizer. Grant nearby Steel Watchers an additional action when rolling Arcana. With roiling Arcana. I don't know why I'm holding on to those. Did I just wreck Shadowheart's day? I might have. That looked like it really hurt her.
Victory is assured.
Gale, you don't want to be anywhere near that bunch of things.
Well, so much for peace.
Can't afford to let up.
Shadowheart have a potion. It's what we've got them for. Oh, do we not have a bonus action? Okay.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Astarion has a full action still to take. Oh, we all have actions. I don't understand how this has happened. Nice. Big fan. That went well. great damage. Go that way. Dash? No dash.
We've saved me.
How much acid damage did we just take? Jeez. Right, our turns are up.
These creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
Right.
Lovely day this. For now.
Big healing time. But we're going to do it through a sea of small potions. Split that in half. Give those to Shadowheart.
Next, I wonder.
Cool. Right, so there's a bunch of brains. Do I care about what they have on their persons? Not really. Psychic resistance potions is not something I need to concern myself with crafting at this exact moment. Why does the map make it look like there's... Oh. These are stones that can apparently be damaged.
I applaud your taste.
Oh my god, do you know what I have? You know what I have?
Let's get going. A long way to go still.
The rune powder vial from way back when in Act 1.
On I go.
We've been holding on to that this whole campaign.
The end must be near. No regrets, Gale. You may have been better off staying inside that boulder.
Unlikely. Had I stayed there much longer, the ore would have reduced it to rubble. Besides, think of all the fun I'll have missed out on.
Fun? Well, yes. I suppose we did manage to make the best of things.
Look at these guys becoming friends after all this time. But that was definitely a decent scroll that we gained from blowing that up. I'm just waiting for everything to come crashing down. You know?
Thrall. Freed. Break. Control.
All right, what now? Another step forward.
Locked door. That looks very brine pooly, doesn't it? Which is my most important direction. Because you know I want to do all the side passages first.
With pleasure.
Obviously.
One step at a time.
Potion of Angelic Reprieve. Hastily written note. I'm sorry, Listalius. I held them off as long as I could. That thing, it's been digging into my mind like a burning wick melting a candle. Its voice cuts through my eardrums and into my spine. The others, what was done to them, I can't face it. You fought so hard to chisel our place into Baldur's Gate. Please forgive me for not being as strong. Get out of here for me. Rerolling. If I just jump down that hole. Secret ending. Do I feel like I save here and then approach this next time? Seems probably a bit suitable, doesn't it? So, quick save. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do continue hitting that like button, subscribing, and any recommendations can go in the comments down below. Otherwise, see you in the next one. Cheers.